Outrage growing as new details emerge from the millions of newly released Justice Department records on convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Amongst the thousands of photos, these never-before-seen images of former Prince Andrew, who was stripped of his royal titles last year over his relationship with Epstein, now seen here crouched over a young woman, her face redacted. The date and context of the interaction are unclear, and representatives for Andrew have not responded to a request for comment. New information unearthing exactly what law enforcement knew about Epstein's crimes, including this stunning prosecution memo and draft indictment written nearly 2 decades ago. Across 45 pages, prosecutors in Florida detailing disturbing evidence gathered against the financier, calling him a continued danger to the community based upon his continued enticement of underage girls. But that 60-count indictment was never filed. Instead, Epstein landing a now infamous deal, allowing him to plead guilty to lesser state prosecution charges, for which he served just 13 months in a Florida jail. Some of Epstein's victims now furious with the Justice Department, saying many of their names were left unredacted and exposed in this latest release. And when asked about the allegations in the Epstein files involving President Trump specifically, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche says many were impossible to navigate. Trump has denied any wrongdoing and hasn't been charged with any crimes related to Epstein.
Turns out there was a number of claims made by either, like I said, anonymous people or somebody, for example, calling and saying, I used to have a roommate who told me this sensational story. So just, obviously that's not something that can be really investigated, right? What's your roommate's name? I don't remember. Right? So that's what that's about. I don't appreciate it being directed towards Donald J. Trump because that pushes a narrative that is completely false.